Homework 22, the Unit 1 review. I had a student text me that said that she would like me to review these problems. So, number 12. What is the square root of 72 expressed in radical form? The first thing we have to know is that we're looking to simplify the radicand. So, we rewrite the square root of 72 as the product of the square root of 36 times the square root of 2. Because 36 is the largest perfect square that divides 72. Then we take the square root of 36 and we get 6 radical 2. This is like your excellent sheet that you worked on this previous week. All right, the next problem that we're going to review is problem number 16. In problem 16, we have to reduce these radicands before we can add and then divide them. So, our first step, taking the square root of 75 and reducing it by dividing it by the largest perfect square possible. When we do that, the largest perfect square that divides 75 is 25. And we take the square root of 25 and we have 5 radical 3. Now we're going to reduce the square root of 27 by dividing by the largest perfect square, which is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. We take the square root of our perfect square. That becomes our coefficient, and we have radical 3. And now we're reducing the radicand of here, that we have 12. So the square root of 12 equals the product of square root of 4 times the square root of 3. We take the square root of our perfect square, which is 2. That becomes our coefficient, and we're left with radical 3. Now I'm just going to substitute these back into our original problem. So instead of the square root of 25, I have 5 radical 3, plus instead of the square root of 27, I have 3 radical 3. And instead of the square root of 12, I have 2 radical 3. All right, in this case, I can now combine like radicals. Since these have the same radicand, all I have to do is add the coefficients. 5 plus 3 equals 8. So I have 8 radical 3 as my numerator, and my denominator is 2 radical 3. Now, since I have the same radicands, I can divide the coefficients. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And anything divided by itself is always equal to 1. So the square root of 3 divided by the square root of 3 also equals 1. So I have 4 times 1, which just equals 4.